Hey guys, how are you? Happy Sunday. I thought I would come in before the Academy Awards starts. So I know a lot of you might be having parties or getting ready or, just preparing food. I think we're going to have a quiet evening at home because I have to finish up for my course because it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I launch. I have my live launching, so I'm so excited. So I'm in my office right now. You can see just trying to clean up the office and organize and just getting really excited and trying to manifest such a good course because I am doing this for you guys and I'm doing it because I want to serve you and I want to do something special and give you a gift because that's what yoga is. Yoga is giving yourself and your body a gift. So I thought since it's a Sunday night, just to get you ready for the week, I would go over some things that maybe you need to think about as you are maybe thinking about signing up for poster practice or your day, because everybody says start a morning routine, think of yourself, do yoga, be mindful, all of that. So I thought I'd go over a list that might really help you start your week. And it's a lot of stuff. So if you have a pen and a paper, go grab it so you can write it down because I was reading it and learning about it. And so I had to write this down on a piece of paper as well. And it's a lot of scribbles that I did, but I am going to write this neatly and stick it on my wall or, maybe blow it up and put it in that plastic that stays forever. And maybe even, on one of my prizes, I will send that out. So you have that as a gift from me also, because a lot of times I send out things in my private Facebook group. I think they might have already have gotten their gift that I sent them last time. So if you want to join my private Facebook group where I go into more details and do things and we have more of a community, it's Metamorphosis Mom Club. It's on Facebook and it is a special Facebook for moms over 40 who want to learn about yoga, who want to talk about kids. It's just a little more closed group, so we're more talking about more intimate and different things. So what I want to talk about today is some practices for your body that you should do whatever age you're at, whatever type of, whether you work, whether you stay home. This is for all moms today. So what you want to do is, number one, for your body is exercise regularly. That is very important. Respect your body. A lot of times we don't respect our body. We just put junky food in, or we're so busy with our young kids or older kids and stress. So we say, oh my gosh, I have to have that cake. I have to eat this. So one of the people that I follow, Rachel Hollis, she actually, when she's stressed and stuff, she makes sure that she doesn't bring any of those things in the house because she knows when she's stressed and she's extra tired, she's going to run for that chocolate cake or those box of cookies. And she's not just going to eat one. She's going to eat a whole bunch. And I know a lot of you relate to that because that's what happens. And that's not respecting your body, because then after that, you get angry with yourself. You get angry with your body. You obsess about how many did I eat. You look at the calories and you go and you check your stomach in the mirror. Is it bloated? Is it not? And then you look at your face. Is it getting fatter? And then it's just a whole roller coaster. So exercise and respect your body, number one, and number two. And the thing is, when you exercise, you start respecting your body because you're like, I did those push-ups, or I lifted those weights, or I ran those 5 miles or half a mile, or did those 10 steps. And that was a lot of work for me, whatever level you're at. So then what happens is, you just don't want to eat those junky foods. You start craving and want to do healthy things because you're doing healthy things. So it's kind of part of the routine. And that also goes with number 3, which is eat mindfully. Watch what you're eating. Don't just, be like eating and just really gulping it down. When you're eating that sandwich, or when you're eating that carrot, or when you're dipping your chips into your hummus, really take that bite. Enjoy it in your mouth and just eat it nice and slow and swallow it. Really enjoy each bite and appreciate it, because when you appreciate your food, everything around you changes as well. It's like being grateful for your food, that you actually have it. Another example is when I teach yoga classes. In the very beginning, I talk about mindfulness and I have them, hold a raisin. And it was really funny because I had these one students that I said, hold the raisin. And then I said, okay, let's look at our raisin and let's work on it. And the husband and wife had both eaten it. They had eaten the raisins, and I was like, where's the raisin? They're like, oh, we thought you gave the raisin to us to eat. And I was like, no, it's for a mindful practice. And then I had to, give them more raisins. And so it was looking at it, tasting it, feeling it in your mouth, swallowing it, feeling it go down as you're chewing it. How is your teeth touching the raisin? So it was a whole process. So that's what I mean by eating mindfully. Look at the food, enjoy the food, because the presentation of the food is amazing. And that is something that you just want to look at. Sometimes you don't even want to put your fork in when they just do beautiful presentation. So maybe sometimes when you make your food, make it presentable. Just don't throw it on the table, because it's a whole experience. So number 4 about your body would be mind your daily water intake. So a story about that, I am doing a workout with a trainer, and I thought I was drinking a lot of water, and he said that I need to drink 83 ounces of water. I'm still in my 70s, really trying, Matt, really trying hard, because I know sometimes you watch my posts, so very, very trying hard. But one thing he did tell me was 16 ounces of water every morning right when I get up, with a lemon. Drink that before I have my coffee, before I eat, before I have my tea, because he said when you're sleeping at night, your body gets dehydrated. So when you have those 16 ounces with lemon, it helps with your metabolism and it helps you hydrate yourself. And if I can have more, that would be great. But seriously, after 16 ounces, I want my coffee, and then I'm so full that I can't think of anything else. And then throughout the day, I'm supposed to constantly drinking. So sometimes I substitute for sparkling water, or sometimes I'll have green tea, or I'll put hot lemon water, just something. But I'm still in my 70s, trying to get up to my 80s. So the second section that I want to talk about, because we just went over body, is the soul. We need to, as moms, really build up our soul, because a lot of times when you're, taking care of the kids and you're feeding and you're making meals, or even if your kids are grown up, you're still calling them on the phone, you're still visiting them. When they come home, your routine is out of whack, and you're cooking for them, even though for you might just have a sandwich or just bake a salmon like I'm going to do, and you're fine with that. But with the kids, they want your favorite food and you love them, and then they want to stay up till 2 or 3 in the night, and you're just like, oh, I sleep at 10:30, but you stay up for them, and they're sleeping late, and you can't sleep late, and you've got laundry, and you've got stuff, and it's the best time ever, but it's kind of wacko. So you have to be mindful of that, and you have to set your boundaries and be like, well, you know what? I'm going to enjoy with you all day, but literally whatever you want to do up until 10, because 10:30 I need to be in bed so I can be there for you. Because when you're tired and dragging, you're not going to enjoy with them. You're not going to enjoy yourself. You're just going to be moving so slow and not the person they want to be, right? So that connection is not there, because you won't be present, because you'll be obsessing with how many hours you sleep. Because I don't know about you, but I'm when I get to bed, I have to see the time, because when I wake up, it's what time is it? Did I sleep 5 hours? I sleep the 8 hours that I like. If I sleep less than 8 hours, the whole day I'm I only got 7 hours. I only got 7 hours. So that's why I'm tired. I look terrible because I only got 7 hours. So I worry about how many hours I sleep too. Some people can sleep 5. My husband doesn't need that much sleep. Mindful listening, which is listen to your body. If your body feels tired, if you feel like you can't do anything, or if you feel dry and you need to be hydrated, listen to your body. If you were running, I would say 5 miles, and the next day your knees hurt, listen to your body, run 2 the next day, or take a break. What we do is we push ourselves overly, right? We just push ourselves so much, and as you get older, especially over that 40 mark, if you push yourself, you know that you're going to regret it. When I'm running now, I get really scared that I'm going to fall. When little kids fall and run and it's fine, but I get really scared when I fall now. And it's just oh my gosh, if I fall and scrape my knee or hit my arm, it takes 2 days for it to feel better. So another thing for your soul is practice gratitude. I love that one. This month in Uzma Kaizen coaching, and in my whole world right now, this month is focused on gratitude. So a lot of things that we talk about has to do with gratitude. I did a yoga session on gratitude. I did a blog on gratitude, because that is really going to change your mindset. Because when you see what you're grateful for and you say what you're grateful for, it just changes your whole inside. You really feel it, because we say, oh, we're grateful for our kids. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for my food. But sometimes you just say it, right? Because that's what we say. We say we're grateful and we believe it, but you really need to feel it inside. And that's where yoga comes in, where you can breathe it and feel it and really manifest it. Because if you feel grateful, then things that are, even if something isn't going right for you in your life, or you feel stressed, or you feel tired, you can come back to that gratefulness, or it doesn't seem so bad to you because there's so many other things that we're grateful for. Because so many times we always say, oh, our kids only came for 2 days, rather than thinking, I'm grateful that I got 2 days with them. Oh, we have to go and get the groceries. You should, instead of being grateful that you can get groceries, we have to do this, we have to do this, we should change it to get, because then that grateful status goes higher and higher. Another one is develop mindful journaling. I am launching my Pose to Practice class on Wednesday, but then after that I will have journaling workshops, because I've got these beautiful journals and I journal, and I've been more of an avid journal, and I really think people should start, but people don't know where to start to journal. What should you write? Should you write about your day? Should you write this? So my workshop that I'll be having, stay tuned for that, because that will really help in your journaling. But for now, you can write what you're grateful for, and you can write like what you're grateful for, and if you didn't have it, how would you feel? That's a good thing to write about. Or your dreams or your hopes, or manifesting something positive. That's something how you can start beginning your journal as well. Another one is surround yourself with positive people. Oh my gosh. Besides gratitude, I would say this is really close to gratitude, because I know in my life, when I surround myself with people who are like, Uzma, you can do this yoga thing. Uzma, you're doing yoga. That's great. Why don't you do this? Or I saw your video and maybe you should think about this, or can you talk about that? I feel so uplifted and so positive that I just want to be with those people. And I just want to keep on being energetic and moving forward. And when I tell somebody something like, never mind, you should do this, I'm like, these are my people. Rather than if you think about people who are like, why are you doing this? Uzma, why are you doing this? Why don't you just stay home? You have a good life, your kids are gone, just stay home and do nothing, right? Or go to lunches, come out with me, forget about your course. Other things are so important. So that is something that you really need to find out too. Stay with a tribe that is going to uplift you and move you forward. If you're in a tribe where you're stuck or you do not want to move from, then you have to really work on yourself, because when you leave that negative tribe or people who aren't serving you well, who aren't there genuinely, then you're actually bringing yourself down and making you stuck. And when to leave those people, or that tribe, or that person, because it might just be one person that is bringing you down, you're going to feel very lonely and miss that person, but that's only for a short time, because when you leave that person, there will be somebody else, there will be 10 people else, but you just need to, find that positive tribe. So 1 through 5 so far for the soul: mindfulness listening, practice gratitude, develop a mindful journaling, and number 5, surround yourself with positive people. So number 6 in the soul for the week is stay away from negative people. We just talked about that. Negative people are going to keep you stuck and you're not going to be able to move forward. So if you are, say like a real estate agent and you're trying to sell a house and you've got these tribe that's like, I'll contact you with this person, I'll figure out this person, you can do this, and helping you and telling about you, those are the people you want. You don't want those people in your tribe who are like, oh, she's selling houses, how much do you think she makes? I'm not going to tell her because, I'm going to buy from somebody else. Even though she's my friend, I'll be her friend, but I'm not going to support her. Or why is she doing that? She doesn't need to do that. She's got money. Her kids are older. Why does she need to do stuff like that? So if you're around people who are not pushing you and making your business higher, then you should not be around them, right? So those are the negative people, because women need to support each other. And if you want to go higher in your business, in your life, or if you have an awesome idea that you want to start, you should be able to start that. And the way to get away from these negative people is also to focus on your yoga, because your yoga is going to help you, calm your mind down and really get you in that place where you can focus and have clarity. Because if you're worried about negative friends, if you're worried about stress in your life, if you're worried about kids who live away from home, if you're worried about elderly parents, if you're worried about all that stuff, you're not going to be able to move forward and live the life that you want. And so then when you do your yoga, it will help you calm, it will help you breathe, so that you can get rid of all this chaos in your head and just focus. Because a little bit of yoga every day goes a long way. And you don't have to do a 45-minute practice. You can just do a 5-minute practice. So number 7 on the soul would be heal your negative self-talk. That is another big one. So many of us, we say, I can't do that. I have doubts. And I'll just give my example of my course. Every time I talk about my course, there are people who are like, yeah, this is great, or why are you doing this, or just like confused about me doing yoga or why I'm doing this course, or just don't even care. And so that brings me self-doubt sometimes, where I'm like, oh, should I be doing this? Because we want everybody to accept us, and we want every one of our ideas to be great. And when one person, 10 people could say, Uzma, this is so great, you're doing a course. But if one person says, why are you doing this? Or I don't get it. Then all of a sudden we crash ourselves down and we say, oh, I'm not good enough, or I can't do this, or why am I doing this? Why am I wasting my time? So we need to get away from the self-talk and think that we're not good enough. Because the fact that you're putting yourself out there, the fact that you have an idea, the fact that you're moving forward is amazing. And when you get rid of your self-talk, you increase your confidence. And that's where also yoga can come in, actually. And number 8 in healing your soul is learn to forgive yourself and others. Yeah. All of these are so good, aren't they? Tell me if you think that these are good. I just want to know with a smile or a face, or if you love these. These are so good. Okay, heal yourself with negative self-talk. Wait, we did that one. Learn to forgive yourself and others. That is such a big one, because we think that if somebody has done something wrong with us and we forgive them, they are like, okay, they are forgiven. When you forgive, listen to this. When you forgive for yourself. You don't forgive for the other person. That is one thing that people don't understand. They think, okay, I forgive them, let it go. But the thing is, you're forgiving for yourself, because when you forgive for yourself, you've let go of that story. Because when you hold on to unforgiveness, that person doesn't care. That person is still doing their stuff and still, doing the negative stuff that hurt you or that you can't forgive. They don't understand. When you forgive for yourself, because you're telling that story over and over again because you're pissed off, you're angry, you just can't forgive because you can't believe they did that. But when you say, I forgive you, you've just let yourself go. You have just stopped that circle that is just, every day, every time you hear their name, another situation comes up. All you do is you come back to that angriness in you, and you need to let it go, because that angriness is building up in you and causing tension, causing those migraines, causing those shoulder aches, causing those knee aches, causing you to feel old and upset because you're not forgiving. So forgive for yourself so you can move on with your life. Let me tell you, I worked on it with a couple of things, and it has done wonders. I don't think that I, without yoga, without forgiving, could have been in the place that I am, because that keeps you stuck. And I was stuck for a long time, and now I am able to move forward, and I am able to progress because I let it go. So be giving and kind. That's number 9 on your soul for the week. So be giving and kind to yourself. Know that whatever you do, you're enough. Take breaths. Remember, as you inhale, exhale with a inhale, and exhale with a one more time. Inhale and exhale with a that will really help you focus and move forward, because we need to be kind to ourselves, because we're so hard on ourselves, because as women, we need to be perfectionists. We need to be in control. And we don't realize, like, if you go back to and write, in your journal at nighttime what you've done, you'll be so amazing and proud of yourself. You'll be like, what was I, shitting? I'm going to say that word, okay? What was I shitting on myself? I did all these things. I am an amazing. And be kind to yourself, and maybe give yourself a reward so you really feel like a nice hot bath, or eat one piece of chocolate, or just do something for yourself to show yourself that you appreciate yourself. I mean, that's really fun. Like, I love Raisinets, so I'll go and have like 1 or 2 little Raisinets, take a bite, and then I just feel like I've given myself a reward, right? Okay, so let's see. Now we're on the next list. We've done practice things for your body. We've done do things for your soul. Number 3 on this Sunday night before you go on is do something that makes you feel better every day. And that comes back to the little Raisinette that I eat. So what you can do every day to make yourself feel better, put it on the calendar, make sure there's a time, because what happens is that we say, oh yeah, we'll read that book, or I'll listen to that podcast, or I'll walk on the treadmill, and then something comes up that not necessarily we think is going to come up, and then we say, okay, let's do this other thing rather than read the book. And so our priorities are just messed up, and we do the other thing over the book, and then we lay in bed and we're like, oh, I didn't get to read the book. I want to walk on the treadmill. Tomorrow I'll do it. And then tomorrow comes, and then something comes up. So schedule it and let other people know. What we do is we think everything in our head. We don't voice and use our words. I always tell my husband, use your words. Otherwise, how will I know? You need to say at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be on the treadmill. And from 3 to 3:30, I don't want to be bothered. Or you can say 12 o'clock every day when, I have that time, I'm going to read 1 chapter. Before I go to bed, I'm going to get in bed at 10 o'clock and I'm going to listen to that podcast. You need to schedule it. So some everyday things to make you feel better. Some, examples could be reading, meditation. Let's say it also says listen to some good music. Align your priorities and goals. That's really important too, because sometimes we're scattered all over, and writing things down, your priority and goals, can really help you get focused. Like I have a planner, which I didn't have before. And when I write it down, I'm more efficient and I get things done. And later in another talk, we'll talk about your list in your head, how you can just get rid of that also. Let's see, a growth mindset, letting go, moving forward, being organized, trying to be consistent. That is something you should work on. And visualize your success. Like I have been visualizing and talking, and you all know about, my course and how it's coming out on Wednesday, and how I'm really excited about it. And what it's for is for beginners who want to learn yoga. And we have meditation, 8 modules, which are all going to be audio, so you can listen to them everywhere. And it's perfect and it's easy for moms because our lives are so hectic. You've heard that whole thing over and over. So that is something that I manifest, and I think I learn new skills. Like literally, when I was down in the dumps and I was raising my kids and I was just so stressed and so much was going on, I started learning new skills. I started practicing yoga. I got meditation certified. I got, let's see what else. I got health coach certified. I got life coach certified. Learn new skills. What new skills do you want? Do you want to knit? Do you want to paint? Do you want to learn how to be a travel agent? Do you want to be better at singing? What do you want to do? Learn new skills, because unless you grow as a woman, as a person, you will be stuck. And this minute you stop growing, that's when you stop living. So keep on growing. And it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, you can 60, 70. You're always growing. You're always learning new things. Think about the older people who never had all this internet stuff, and they're learning how to use a computer, how to make movies, how to use the iPhone. You can do that too. What happens is we just get so absorbed in everybody else improving and learning and their skills getting higher that we forget about ourselves too. And there's so many little things that you want to do. Do it now. Don't wait. So that's my little thing for Sunday night. The body, the soul, and things to make yourself better. So I really hope that helped. If you'd like to hear more about this stuff and more teaching, just let me know. Post an emoji, ask questions, because this was really fun. And I also learned by just telling you guys. And don't forget to sign up. The webinar I'm going to put straight on the bottom. But if you want to go straight to pose and practice and just sign up right away, just DM me, because mostly I'm sending people to the webinar. But I think it's really an amazing class. And my promise to you is that you will learn the poses to go to a class, to go to a studio, feel confident, and you'll know how to position your hands. It will help you with flexibility. And it's a lifetime access, so you can watch it over and over again. You can buy it now and then watch it in July because it's lifetime access and you can repeat it and it's going to be amazing. So hope to see you in the poster practice because I'm only allowing a limited of people in because I want to give whoever's in there my full attention because I really want to serve you and do it right. And I've got a big announcement tomorrow, which I will be posting on Facebook page a little bit more about poster practice. It's a really big announcement and I'm very proud of it and it's very dear to my heart. So stay tuned and let me know your thoughts and let me know if you do any of these things because I like it when people take action and show me that they are actually trying to improve themselves because a lot of us, you'll watch this video and you'll just listen and listen and listen, but you won't do anything. So today I want you to take action and tell me tomorrow, what have you done? All right, have a great Sunday.